Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Kenna and I'm your favorite Cameroonian YouTuber, content creator, mommy based in Douala Cameroon. Whew, see guys, I'm exhausted. I've actually shot this video before, a whole 23 minutes video, and guess what? I deleted it out of sheer stupidity. I deleted it because I was trying to free space for my phone. So I have to redo it anyway. Just go straight into the video. So a couple of videos back, one of my vlogs, I'm sure I was talking about, is it a vlog? I was talking about transitioning from being a single child, a single person, to marriage, the difficulties and all that. And I had asked if anybody would be interested to see that. I can't remember, did anybody still interested? Anyway, it doesn't matter whether you're interested or not. The main thing is that I'm doing a video about it. Yeah, so I had asked if anybody was interested in, but that was actually a video I normally wanted to do, so I've just gone ahead and done it. So if you're interested to see the story, or if you want to see what I think about transitioning from being okay, so one thing that a lot of people say, that some people are just like, oh, this is so cliche, this is so everyday, we hear the same thing, is when you enter into the marriage, then you're going to understand it's different. And it's different, like I'll still say the same thing until you experience it before you know. It's just like giving birth. No matter how much you explain the pain and how you felt like throwing up, pooping and all that, somebody cannot understand it or cannot really put themselves in your shoes until they actually feel it. So it's one of those things you cannot really explain it to the deepest detail till you have to go through it to really understand what it means. I can remember before I got married, a lot of people were saying that, and I was just like, what are they talking about? They're just trying to tell us that they are married. So but when you get married, you definitely will understand what I mean, because when you get to feel it, you feel it firsthand, you can best understand what it really means or feels like to be married. Because like I always say, it's not the same like just a normal relationship where you're dating somebody and all that. Anyway guys, so transitioning from being single to being a married woman, it is oh my god. See guys, my journey, I'm so proud of myself. I'll say that with my full chest. I'm so proud of myself where I am. It took a lot of tears and struggles and fights to get there. So in my house, I am not the last born. I have a junior brother, but guys, I am the baby. I am the baby in the sense that I am more childlike. I like cuddles and baby. I play with my mom. See, when my mom was here, I would play with my mom, I would hug my mom, I'll sleep on my mom. I am my mom's baby, basically. Yes, she has her baby like the last born, but I'm really that baby. So for me to transform from being mommy's baby to a married, independent, single woman, imagine how that went. It was not beans. It was not easy. That's why I keep advising people, like, if you know that you want to start preparing yourself to, oh, I want to be independent, even if you don't, it's not about getting married, you just think that, oh, it's about time you want to be independent, you want to do your own thing, you have to start cutting. Don't be like me, who learned while I was already cutting the cord off. It was a struggle and all that. Don't be like me. You want to start cutting it off now. Start making your parents, people around you know you're an adult, you can think for yourself, you can talk for yourself. Like I will always say, please, I'm not asking anybody to go and be rude to your parents, like, oh mommy, don't you think that I'm big or all that. No. You can always prove your point without being rude, without being condescending, without being insulting. Just start making it known that you know what you're doing, you know what you want for yourself. Don't leave them to be the ones to make the decisions and everything for you, because you have grown up. Because guys, I suffered. See, before I got married, my mom was like that one person that I run things by her. Like if I want to do anything, I'll be like, oh, I want to do this thing, what do you think about it? Oh, I want things to go like this, what do you think about it? Oh, I would always run things by my mom. So me getting married now and me being in a relationship with my husband, it could not be like that anymore, because hello, it's not about me and my mom's house, it's me and my husband's house. So we obviously have to start making the decisions together. So this is where things got really hard, guys. It was a struggle. I cannot lie to you. I will not lie to you at all. It was a struggle because my mom could not understand, like, Kenna, why is it that I'm telling you to do things this way and you cannot do it this way? Because it's because now your husband is the one telling you what to do. And I'll always be like, no, it's not supposed to be like that. Nobody's supposed to be telling me what to do. I'm an adult. Why can't you feel like I have I have my own thoughts process. I have things that want to be done in this kind of way. See, we went back and forth, and if you're lucky like me, I was lucky that I did not go through this for a long time. Like, my mom just got to understand that, okay, normally it's supposed to be me and my husband making decisions. She can advise, she can tell us like, okay, it should be like this, it should be like this. But if we say no, she all she knows is she had done her good work. She had told us what she thought. If we don't take it, it's okay. And it wasn't, and this one, it wasn't only from my mom. Even my mother-in-law, she was finding it hard, because same like me, my husband would always go to his mom for, oh, I want to do this, oh, I want to do that. So when he would go ahead and basically do some things that me and him have decided to do, sometimes it was going to be there'll be a little strain there, because she's like, oh, you didn't tell me, and just things like that. But thank God, guys, for that one. Thank God that they are now understanding. At this point, my mom is like, can I please be telling me how you are doing your things? I don't want to come out my mouth before I tell you that, no, we should do it like this, and then start telling me that, no, that's not how they do it. Even my mother-in-law will just tell you that, I beg you, I'm not putting my mouth in adult that matter. You are two adults, so you should be solving your issues. So yeah, that's the first thing, that transition from leaving your house as your parents' baby, like that little child that will tell you, no, this is how you're supposed to do it, this is what you're supposed to do, this is what you're supposed to do, to being your own woman in your own house. Oh, this is my life. I want to give birth. I'll choose to take an epidural, or no, I will not take an epidural. I want to live in this neighborhood, or not live in this neighborhood. I want to, you get just those things without your parents interfering. It's like, that was a struggle for me. I cannot tell you the number of times I cried, and sometimes I'll find myself like in between. My husband will be like, no, Kena, this is it, and I'm trying to make everybody happy at the end of the day. So I'm going to my mom and like, no, this is what I've thought, and my mom's like, no, but it's not supposed to be like that. So I'm like, and what did I do? I would cry during those times. Oh my God, see guys, I cried. Your girl was crying. I was crying and crying and crying, because it was not an easy time. Like, I don't want to go back there ever. I'm just happy that we have moved on from that part, but it was not easy for me to basically get myself up there, because see guys, if you don't cut yourself off, it's not going to be easy. I have friends of mine that are my age, they are my age, but their parents are still telling them things like, join in Yankee, no join in Yankee, put your money in this bank, don't put your money in this bank, go and study this thing, do this thing like that, do this thing like that. You're in trouble. If you're 35 years old or more and your parents are still telling you what to do, you're in trouble. You have to have, see, for me, it's not even a marriage thing. You have to have cut yourself off from that, right from when you start making your own money, or not even when you start making your own money, when you feel like you are old enough to think. I'm not talking about those little excited children who are probably in the university, feeling like when you get independent, you're not under their control anymore. You want to start making your own decisions. I'm not saying don't run decisions by them. You can run decisions by them, but be the one to make the decision. Don't just go to the decision because, oh, my mom feels to be nice, my father feels to be nice, my elder sister feels to be nice. It should be something that you feel like it's going to be good for you and it's going to be helpful for you. I've spoken of Jesus. Okay, the next thing that I had to struggle from transitioning is cooking. Oh my God, guys. This part, I don't have a problem cooking. I love cooking. Like, a lot of people scream when they hear I cook every day, but yes, I cook every day. I actually do love cooking. Cooking is one of the things that I love doing. Like, I can stay in my kitchen as long as the kitchen is beautiful, clean, and I can stay in my kitchen all day just cooking different things. But getting married, cooking was an issue for me because, first of all, we have the tribe thing. If people come and tell that Cameroon is Cameroon, there's no different tribe. They don't know what they're talking about. I got married to a man from the southwest region, and I'm from the northwest region. See guys, I cannot tell you the number of food that I got to discover only as I got married to my husband. No cap. Like, I can't tell you the number of meals I have discovered just as I got married to my husband. I can remember when I got married to my husband came and was telling me that you go cook soup, and I'm like, what is soup? I know that there's granite soup, there's okra soup, there's egusi soup. So what is soup? He was like, no, that's how they call it, soup. I was like, I don't even know what, like, you're not even giving me anything to work with. Like, what do they put in the soup? He was like, he doesn't know, but he just knows that he wants me to learn how to cook soup. I had to start asking around, and it was one of his aunts who had told me that it's actually tancho soup that they call soup. I was like, tancho, what is tancho soup? I didn't even know what tancho soup is. I'd never heard about it. It was the first time, guys, when I got married, that I heard that there was something like tancho soup. I was just like, even the little meal that, like, even for my traditional dish, my husband was not eating fufu corn. he'll eat fufu corn once in a blue moon. He ate fufu corn at our wedding, and he hated it. Why? Because you know, when you're doing the traditional wedding, that traditional fufu, that hard fufu, that's what he ate with kati that they did not heat the oil, they just put salt and just meat. So you can imagine how it tastes. So that is what he thought fufu corn was. So he was not having it. We had even gotten to a point where my husband will be like, when I cook kati, he will not eat it, and he was like, he doesn't want me to cook it anymore. And I just told him that, do you like ero? He said yes. Like, do you want me to be cooking ero? He said yes. I was like, okay, ero is your traditional meal, and I cook it. That's, for me, I don't even know when I can stay without cooking ero, because that used to be one of my favorite meals. I'm like, if you do not want me to cook fufu corn, we're not cooking ero. It's just simple. We're not cooking ero. You haven't given the fufu corn a chance. If you don't want to eat the fufu corn, my traditional meal, it's okay. We'll eat ekwan, spaghetti, we'll eat every other thing, but our traditional meals are off the table. You get. And Bayangi people, they cannot live without ero. So after some time, my husband had been like, okay, it's okay. He was going to try it again. We went to my mom's house, and my mom had made fufu corn and kati, and he ate it, and he was like, what? That's when he discovered that, oh, and that's what he was like, this is why I don't like it, because of the way that one tasted. And I was like, no, that one was a traditional one for the traditional marriage. It's not the same kind of way that we cook this one. And from there, my husband will be now asking me, Kenna, when I cook kati, I want to eat kati, I want good kati, you get. So that is it. Those are just the struggles. Another struggle when it comes to food is my husband, he likes traditional meals. He is all about the fufu, the achu, the ekwang, you know, all the traditional meals in the world. That is my husband's go-to. Kenna's go-to is meat. I like grilled meat, grilled pork, grilled chicken. That's what I like. I like meat. I can eat. Sometimes I eat only chicken and I sit and people are like, are you really full? Like, are you really okay? But that is just me. So for me now to get married to somebody who likes fufu, this one, that one, it was such a struggle, because I have to get up and start turning ero and making ero today, tomorrow, ekwang tomorrow, this one, ha. I was just like, what is this? What? Even in my mother's house, they'll cook spaghetti, cook this one. So I had to struggle and struggle and struggle. It took me like 2 years to find a balance, because sometimes you make spaghetti and he comes like he doesn't want to eat this thing. He wants to sleep hungry. Okay, I start feeling bad for him, like, where? But what I discovered is, since we have two different tastes of eating, I like small things, spaghetti, I like noodles, macaroni, fried rice. Those are the things I like. I like traditional meals once in a blue moon. So what I just decided is, everybody has to be happy at the end of the day. I cannot be cooking only traditional meals for you. One, I'm going to die of fatigue. Two, I will not even be eating. So I had decided to come with a balance. How did I balance things up? So if Monday I cook fufu corn and ero, what does fufu corn and ero Kenna? Way, I'm really buying the come white. So if I cook ero and water fufu on Monday, I'm cooking indomie noodles on Tuesday, and then Wednesday I cook ekwang. Thursday I cook fried rice. Like, that's how I mix it, and everybody's happy, because the kids have actually turned to like what I like more. They like ero, that one, no cap. They love watafu and ero, but and they like soup as well, tancho soup. But I don't eat okra, I cook it. I don't eat tancho soup, I cook it. I just do those things not because it's just me transitioning. Like, me, I have to accept that, oh, you see, this, I'm married, I'm not married to myself. It's not all about me, what I want. I also have to consider this person. This is my husband. I also want to cook. It's not always nice that you cook and your husband comes and he's like, oh, I cannot eat this thing. Why are you cooking this thing? You get. So I had to create a balance. Like, me finding that balance of, okay, I'm supposed to make this, I'm making this. That's another transition that I struggled with for a couple of months. Struggled. But thank God I'm out of that mess, because now I really know how. Sometimes I'll cook 2 pots of food with no stress. I cook what he likes. Some days I finish cooking his own. I cook what me and my kids like. We eat our own meal. He eats, like, he likes green, the vegetable green. I do not eat that, but I'll fry for him, he eats it, and then I do something else, me and the kids eat, you get. So that's just it. That's another thing. And then you can, when I was in my parents' house, in my mom's house, I was like getting up to start thinking, wait till we'll cook today, wait till we'll cook. I used to just sit down. My mom would be the one calculating what to eat, and then come up with what to eat, and then our own is just to help her to put everything together and we eat. But I now got into a situation where you have to be thinking, oh, you put eat. For me, I was never having a problem. I first of all had this bad habit that I always used to eat lunch dinner out. Okay, so I could make breakfast in the house and eat. I could make lunch in the house and eat. But you see that dinner, I always like to go roadside food, get like grilled pork, grilled fish, something, and eat. And that's a habit that I stopped when I got married. kind of, because I still do it, but it's not as bad as before. I'm not one of those people who eats this thing for lunch and wants to eat it for dinner. And I'm not talking about going to cook another new pot of food, but I just felt like dinner is something lighter. So my husband is that person that he doesn't even like to eat out. He doesn't like to eat in restaurants, roadside food. He doesn't like it. He wants to eat in his house. So I had to struggle with that before coming to balance with that. So yeah guys, that was it. Oh my god, like this video is probably going to be too long, so what I'm going to do is do part 1 and part 2. So let's just say this is the part 1. Next point is just basically handling your home. See guys, hey, I did not know what it meant to handle a home. I didn't know what it entailed to handle a home. I thought that it was easy. I can remember very well. I used to be one of those people who sit and be like, hey, see, my mother is just sitting, my mother is madam, my mother is like, queen, carry that pot, put that for fire, cook the job, do this one. I was always like, oh, it's easy to manage a home, you're just sitting there and giving orders. My shocked was shocked. My shocked was shocked. Like, managing a home is no easy thing, guys. I'm still struggling. Oh, till today I'm still struggling to manage my home. So I feel like I should end it here and just start the second part. It's already, I'm seeing 17 minutes. It's already too much. So we're going to talk about the next 3 points in my next video, so you want to stay tuned for that. If you have not subscribed, just click on the subscribe button, because there's more juice about me transitioning from being single to being married. You definitely want to see it. So yeah guys, let's just end here, and I'm going to see you on the next one. Love you. Bye.